invincible.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to another Telkom Digital Gaming Championships Masters Dota 2 Tournament Challenge thingy. I'm joking. It's the Telkom Masters Dota 2, of course, Ventus versus WRG. WRG, of course, leading the table, not losing a single game, not even dropping a single game up against anyone. Ventus, they've got a lot of proof here. They are currently sitting, if I'm not mistaken, at the bottom of the log. Still putting out decent performances across the board. They just have not been able to close off just yet. Looking at the picks and bans so far, Ventus deciding to take out the Shadow Demon and then, of course, the Lone Dread. I just quickly need to change my audio because for some reason the thing's overpowering me while I think. Give me a second. There you go, everything should be better now. Ventus, of course, deciding to ban out Shadow Demon as well as Lone Dread. WRG going for quite an interesting few bans here with a Meepo and Arc Warden, basically opening up the entire pool and giving the Underlord straight through to Ventus. The Underlord, I think at this point, let's have a quick look at the Masters stats so far. So Slardar and Lone Dread are sitting on the top of the log with an 89% and an 84% pick or rate. And Underlord was second a couple of weeks ago. Now fallen down all the way to fourth with only a 68% pick or ban rate and a 17% win rate. So Underlord being banned and picked, or mostly banned a lot, while he only has a 17% win rate. And the Underlord does give you that ability to always retreat, and that's something that a lot of the teams have been struggling with, is how to actually get that retreat right. Because of all the jump, the lockdowns, the engagements, the counter engagements that teams are picking up, you can very easily start disengaging, you can start running away, and the counter engage will be there, especially with the likes with a strong team like White Rabbit Gaming. And if you don't have somewhere to disengage properly, you will actually bleed heroes, even if you are far ahead. And we'll actually get to WRG's draft just now, which can actually help them close that distance. But with the Underlord here, this does give Ventus that ability to just retreat whenever they need to, fall back, regroup, and then go in again. White Rabbit Gaming picking up the Shadow Fiend, so that will most likely be Castaway's hero mid unless they decide to change up roles once again. Clockwork is being picked up as well, and we spoke about the disengage. That is what Clockwork can give you. He can give you that instant disengage, that quick jump in. You see the enemy team retreating as a whole. You might have just picked off one or two. You have vision. You can see where the hookshot's going, even if you don't have vision. Or Clockwork has a nifty little spot called Rocket Flare. He can get vision on you, multi in, and the counter engage will be there for WRG, considering that Shadow Fiend will most likely be going some form of engage / disengage, with either going for a Hurricane Pike or a Shadow Blade, maybe even both, depending on what kind of game they want to play. If the Clockwork jumps in, he will have backup pretty quickly. Have a look so far at the next bans. The Slaughter is being banned out here by Ventus, not wanting to give that extra minus armor. The Shadow Fiend, as well as the Slaughter, even though the Dazzle's gone through, but we'll get to that shortly. Timbersaw, once again, also being banned out by Ventus. And if you have a look, Slaughter, of course, is the most picked or banned hero in the entire Masters at this point. As well, so it's Slaughter, then Lone Druid, then Shadow Demon. All three of those heroes are banned out here by Ventus specifically. White Rabbit Gaming decided to ban out the Pudge as well as the Drow Ranger. Pudge has been seeing quite a lot of pick, and even a couple of bans so far. Sitting roughly around 40% pick ban rate with a 61% win rate. That is one of the higher, if not, believe it or not, the Pudge has the highest win rate in the top 20 most picked or banned heroes so far in the Masters. That's actually quite an interesting stat. Normally, I don't look at stats a lot because I'm a solo caster, so there's no banter, there's no back and forth, there's no explaining why these stats actually matter and why some of these stats don't matter in certain cases. And as a solo caster, it's very difficult because you're basically arguing with yourself, and that does not really sound that great. But this is one very interesting stat: 61% win rate on a Pudge. Although he only has a 40.35% pick or ban rate, he's still the 18th most picked hero in Masters with the highest win rate. That's being banned out by WRG. Drow, of course, not really featuring up here in the picks or bans at this point. And Ventus decide to go for a Wisp Ursa. So a lot of engage and disengage there. The Wisp relocate the Tether, the Underlord, ultimate getting out of there, of course, with the Dark Rift. Ursa always being able to jump in with the Wisp. The Vengeful Spirit can always swap someone out. So a lot of maneuverability and a lot of, I would rather say, ganking kind of, potential from the side of Ventus, and then instant disengage, whether it's single or the entire team. Just quickly trying to see what would actually round up the lineup here for Ventus. What kind of mid here would they need? Maybe something like a Pop can actually help out quite a bit. I'm actually not sure. Ember Spirit potentially could help them out, especially with the split push with the Wisp there as well. WRG did decide to pick up the Lycan. Of course, the Weaver was banned. Weaver is the sixth most, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sixth most picked or banned here with 66.6%. Only a 46% win rate, so under 50% win rate when he has been picked. Then it comes Keeper of the Light from Ventus' side. Keeper of the Light, I've actually seen him being picked up here or there, here and there. And I actually do like Keep of the Lights. He's not featuring that high in the Master stats at this point. Guys, big shout out to Sargon Dota. At Sargon Dota, you should probably have seen his name or his Twitter handle during the submission screen. You'll probably see that coming up after this game as well. So big shout out to someone that is actually doing the grunt work, getting the stats after every single game, putting them together in his own database, and then providing them through to the casters. It is a thankless job, and I think that's why I have to thank him, really. And, you know, some of these are extremely surprising, like that Pudge one. So, special shout out and special thanks to Mr. Sargon. Check him out on Twitter at Sargon Dota. White Rabbit Gaming decided to go for the Lycan. Sniper was picked up by Ventus. That's going to be difficult. Of course, they do have the Underlord and the Ursa that does take the front lines, and the Sniper will be standing from behind. But with the likes of the Shadow Fiend, the Clockwork, they can easily jump him. The Lycan is there now as well as the Beastmaster. This is basically a push lineup, a push and a counter engage lineup from the side of WRG. Well, guys, seems like the game is underway right now. WRG versus Ventus. Let's have a look. There are a couple of heroes disconnected at this point from the side of Ventus. They are not deciding to pause, and it's not my place to pause. There you go. Vusi decided to pause the game. He is, of course, playing the Sniper. Let's have a quick look through the entire side of Ventus. It is going to be Vusi on the Sniper, Fling Fling on the Vengeful Spirit, Negative Booster on the Underlord, 3 on the IO. I still call you Wisp, and you'll always be Wisp in my book. Nitrate is playing the Ursa. Meanwhile, on the side of WRG, there's going to be Castaway on the Shadow Fiend. Schlinks, so wait, there's the Clockwork, sorry, Blank. What happened with the names here, guys? Schlinks on the Dazzle, Santa on the Lycan, and Chadawi on the Beastmaster. You're having a look here. Give me a second. Let's try and figure out. The names are fine in the lobby. Trying to figure out what is going on here. And who's actually playing what? For the side of WRG, will be Walpenschlink. Probably. We'll have a look shortly. If I can open up their profile. Now, Blank is Whelp. I did think so. For some reason, I think he's no idea what's happening there. And then, of course, Schlink's on the Dazzle. Perfect. Oh, let's see what the guys are saying. How do you connect if you click leave game? Oh shit. IPs are on stream, boys. IPs are on stream. DDoS time. Have a look. I think we'll probably just gonna be 2 minutes for it to actually catch up onto stream. The guys are trying to reconnect someone. Actually, for some reason, managed to leave the game completely. So go game 2, says Chadawi. Any news? Otherwise, we might just have to remake the lobby. I hate remaking lobbies. How do you manage to click live and then click OK after that? No, I don't think there's an OK after lobby back. Oh, why can't I? Oh, because I'm talking to allies. Lol. So let's try that again. How do you manage to click leave? Okay, guys, so stay tuned. Join again in a couple of minutes. We're just quickly going to remake the lobby.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, everyone, and welcome back to the remake of the remake, WRG versus Ventus. Let's have a quick look. I, of course, did take you guys through both of the teams earlier, but I'll do that again. Of course, this is the Telkom Masters. Night Wraith is playing the Ursa, Fling Fling on the Vengeful Spirit, 3 on the Wisp, or IO for those of you hardcore people that don't like him to be called Wisp anymore. Vushi on the Sniper, and last but not least, it is going to be Negative Booster on the Underlord. Meanwhile, Slinks is playing up on the Dazzle towards the more aggressive side here. Whelp up on the Clockwork. This time his name's actually showing there. Santo on the Lycan. Castaway on the Shadow Fiend, and Chadawi running this Beastmaster. Have a look, of course, there's a battery assault up here on the Clockwork. He is busy, but he's getting pinged out right now, and who's actually pinging him out? I think it is Santo. It's actually not Three that's pinging him out, but there you go. Whelp going in. He's using his battery assault. Will he actually be able to get it? Is he gonna? Oh, does he get it? Yes, he does. Mr. Whelp getting the bounty run. Very well played coming through there. WRG managing to get 3 bounty runs up. Of course, a body block coming up here from Santo. He does make it in time. Negative Booster. Such a big model. Quite easy to body block with this, and he should be okay in this offlane role. The thing about Underlord is, I mean, he is quite a strong offlaner. He does, of course, have his Pit of Malice and his Firestorm, but he can also get gagged up pretty early, and the Underlord needs to get his level 6 up quite early. You know, his team needs to start rotating around. I do like the fact that they have gone for an early game hero like Ursa that can actually take the fights quite early up. Sniper sort of can also do that if he gets a little bit of farm up towards the early stages of the game, and right now he's looking okay up against Castaway. But he has to try and get a couple more denies in because Castaway already is sitting on level 2 with 3 Necromastery Souls. And I do like that. Well, unfortunately, Rishi's only sitting on 4 and 0, so no denies up just yet. You know, Whelp might be in a bit of trouble right now. He actually went Boots first as well as a Clarity, getting up full mana. Clarity getting completely destroyed, but it doesn't really matter. Of course, Whelp's still sitting on full mana at this point. And it does seem like Chadawi's also moved straight into the jungle. So everyone's just moving around, finding their way, and Whelp is just doing a world of hurt here. Constantly causing some of the supports to move around. He's looking for that courier. Will he actually find it this time? Sorry about that. Quickly had a cough, but it might actually be Sniper here that is going to drop. The TP's are coming in, but Vushi is running the wrong side for the TP. There you go. Whelp's coming in with a battery assault. Only level 1 at this point, so will they be able to get the kill? There's the raise. Castaway getting the first blood up on the Sniper. Unfortunately, Sniper couldn't run that way because they know it's going to run straight into Clock. He couldn't run that way. Then it was going to run straight into Castaway, so he had to try the long way around, and he was probably trying to get to this area to get denied. Unfortunately, with the boots up on the Clockwork, it was just a little bit too much for him, and that actually gave the Clockwork, if I'm not mistaken, his level 2. He, of course, does have Power Card. Making his way up towards the top lane now as well. Fling Fling might actually scout him. Oh, well, might be in a very good position to do this. There you go. Battery Assault is up. And will he go for Cogs? I think he's going to just wait up just a little bit. Cogs. Any Cogs? Any Cogs? No Cogs. No Cogs. He's just right-clicking at this point. There you go. Cogs actually pushing Fling away. So maybe waiting a little too long there. Actually, you have to wait. As soon as your right click goes off or you're in range to actually right click a hero, cast your cogs, because otherwise it would just get, you know, pushed out a little bit further. Of course, you're still going to hit him with the cogs the whole time. But a kill missed here for Whelp. Now he's wrapping around towards the middle end, of course, going for another kill up on Sniper. Will they be able to do this? Sniper has to be very careful. If I was side of Ventus, ward up this side. You know, Whelp is busy moving around, doing a lot, trying to create a lot of space for the rest of his team. But Sniper this time, not actually going to be that aggressive like he was earlier, standing over here trying to get a couple last hits and denies off. But let's have a look. What is coming in the courier for the Sniper? You know, this is going to be a very big problem. He's actually crossing the river right now. Whelp is there. He's going to go for a courier. Unfortunately, it's not going to last. But this time, the supports are TPing in right. Unfortunately, Sniper won't actually be able to do anything. He won't be able to get out of that one. Vengeful Spirit's the only support there that can sort of I mean, Venge can't even do anything to try and help him. They don't have any heal on that hero. It's only the Wisp towards the bottom lane, but unfortunately Wisp didn't have any bottle charges left. Currently sitting 2-0 for the side of WRG. Looking at the last hits at this point, it is ever so slightly lead of the Ursa here towards the top lane, and that's very good for them because they need a good start up on the Ursa. Ursa sitting with his phase boots up already as well. Chidawi sitting on 14-0, but most of it is from the creeps here. He's been farming in the jungle, of course, with his Iron Talon. After, well, the second at this point is Castaway here. Oh, we might actually see a kill here towards the bottom lane. It is actually going to be up on Underlord. Will he get out of this? Fortunately, no levels up in Pit of Malice. And once again, well, just rotating around and creating so much space for the side of WRG. Guys, I think I need a quick sip of water. Goes. Oh, wait. Are we going to see IO? Are you going to die here? No. Dazzle, I'm quite surprised Dazzle hasn't gone for something down the line of a Orb of Venom just with the... Oh, there goes my mouse. Orb of Venom just to try and actually harass out a little bit. I think Wisp might have actually died from that. Okay, sorry about that. Need a quick sip of water. Piper's decided to go to the jungle right now, try and farm up a little bit. He does have his Wraith Band, but he's currently sitting on 13-1. And underneath the offlane Chidawi on the Beastmaster. And at this point, the side of WRG, with 3 out of the top 4 last hitters, is looking very good for them. However, of course, they still have a free-farming Ursa to deal with, and this Ursa can cause a lot of problems for the side of WRG on the likes of something like the Shadow Fiend, if the Shadow Fiend does not have a Shadow Blade up by that time. Shadow Fiend can actually die quite quickly to the likes of a Ursa with a Blink or with some kind of initiation. Over there, trying to go in onto Santa right now. This might be a big kill if they do manage to get him. They just need 1 or 2 more right clicks. 1 more right click needed, of course. Use a magic stick there. Oh, unfortunately, no, he doesn't manage to actually get it. Dodges are real from Santo. Unfortunately, negative booster just a little bit too slow with that magic wand. The Firestorm was up, and now he's chasing very far in, and this might just be his death. Negative booster getting body blocked up. That would have been a big kill if they did manage to get that. But unfortunately, it's going to be 5-0. They did, however, manage to get a kill here on towards the top lane. It was a 1-for-1 trade-off, and the Ursa actually did fall. But they did manage to actually pick off the Beastmaster here, so they did manage to get a trade-off. Not the trade-off they were wanting for or hoping for, but let's have a look. It was Fling, so it was a support that got that last hit. And of course, that will at least give the support his boots. There you go, boots up. Boots very important. You hurt your feet with no boots. Just running around in the jungle like that the whole time. Oh, let's have a look at Undying right now. He might drop again after this. Of course, there is once again Whelp coming in. Trying to go, getting that next kill. He's going to actually get this one. Waiting for that right click, and it is going to be Whelp. Whelp currently just dominating the entire side of Ventus. They don't know where he's coming from, where he's going, or where he's even been at this point. Being involved in 5 out of the 7 kills, he's just causing so much problems for the side of Ventus. Middle tower has fallen out. Shadow Fiend, what is he going for? Going straight up for a dagger. No Shadow Blade needed. Castaway has decided, I'm actually going to blink in on your face. I'm not going to be sneaky about it. I want you to see me coming. Have a look at Ursa. What's Ursa going to go for? Is he going to go for that early lifesteal at this point, or is he going straight for a blink dagger? I think he's waiting to see what's actually going to happen. But no level 6 up on the Clockwork. However, this might be very problematic for the Sniper. Sniper's pushed out all the way too far up here, because if they do decide to wrap around, they might actually... No, unfortunately, Vengeful Spirit, buddy. Surprise! You're dead. I don't even think that needed a color commentator to talk about that, because that was color commentating by itself. I want to actually keep an eye out here for this Ursa, because if this Ursa does manage to get, I think, yeah, there you go, early Blink Dagger up on this Ursa, he might actually be able to jump a couple of the heroes and actually burst them down with no kind of escape with the Shadow Blade. I think they need to go for Shadow Fiend and get a couple of pickoffs on him. Currently, of course, Shadow Fiend sitting on 3-0, looking at his net worth. He's sitting on 5,400, so if they do manage to get a kill on him with the Ursa, as soon as he gets Blink Dagger up, I think that's going to be massive, and it'll give them quite a bit of gold. Meanwhile, though, Whelp is going once again here for the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit is trying to get the stun off. He does actually manage to get the stun. Now they're turning around. Will they actually be able to get a kill on Whelp? Unfortunately not. Whelp, he's still pushing in. He does not have his level 6 just yet. They actually want to go for more. Sancho has used his ultimate. He's busy running, and he's actually going to be running away like a madman. Whelp, is he going to be able to actually get a TP off? Wrap around here, TP straight there. And that will mean Whelp makes it out after getting another kill on the side of Ventus. Ursa, Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger's up on Ursa. Quite surprised he bought it at the courier. Why don't you buy Blink Dagger at the side shop, buddy? You're right here. You're right here, you poor mid. But I don't think anyone actually needs the courier at this point. Nothing really in the stashes, so I think just playing it safe, rather play it safe than sorry. I mean, look at him, he's just standing towards the backside because he does not know where the enemy team is. And I think he did not even want to take the chance to go over this line, which is where he was farming over here. He doesn't even want to rotate around because someone might just be hiding there and then he loses his blink. However, TP coming in onto the bottom lane. Shadow Fiend is here. He does have his Blink Dagger up. Now they're turning around, going in onto Underlord. 1, 2, 3 raises, or 2 raises, as well as a right up for Castaway. That's yet another kill for him. Let's have a look. Where is the Mr. Ursa? Mr. Ursa's there. Unfortunately, he gets scouted out, but he manages to blink out of that. Barely, but the blink is actually scouted out there. Op decides to go straight onto Sniper. Sniper is going to drop from this, and then it's going to be Whelp getting the kill. Of course, Vengeful Spirit try to help out and get the stun off on the Clockwork. It's still level 4, so no swap. But I heard another kill going down towards the bottom lane. It was on the Wisp. Castaway is just dominating at this point, and they need to try and smoke up, and they need to try and get a pick off or two. While they know there's a hero top, there was a hero in their jungle. It's 3 heroes here on the bottom lane. That's it. There's only 3 heroes here. I think Ventus should have tried to group up and just try and get a jump up on the Shadow Fiend. It will give them so much gold if they actually do manage to get the kill. Let's have a look and see what they decide to do right now. The Sniper, slowly but surely, working his way towards, of course, his Dragon Lords. Let's have a look. Are we going to see any kind of rotations or movement from the side of Ventus? They cannot afford to try and play the farming game right now because the side of WRG, they are extremely far ahead. It's 11 minutes in and it's roughly around 14,000 net worth in favor of WRG. Ventus has to try and do something tricky, do something sneaky, and Chadawi might actually be scouted out right now. Yes, he is. Will they be able to actually go for a kill on him? Chadawi does not have anything. He's actually trying to build up for a Radiance right now. Will they be able to get it? There's no swamp coming in, but there is going to be a kill, and who's going to get the kill? It's going to be Night Wraith. Much needed kill, 400 gold. However, Castaway comes in, manages to get a blink straight in onto Gucci. Now he's going for his big ultimate onto negative booster with another raise. Castaway gets another kill. And that also means Castaway sitting on 7-0 at this point. Now he blinks in, goes for a third. That's a triple kill. He wants to get this ultra kill, turning around onto Ursa, but Ursa does go, and he does enrage himself up. Castaway might be in a lot of trouble right now. Can they actually get the kill onto Castaway? A click, no, Castaway blinks away. Now he goes in. Oh, he uses the wrong raise. Castaway used the wrong raise, and he's gonna die. Castaway's gonna die, giving 1,300 gold up to Night Wraith. A little bit of misplace there for Castaway. And Ursa, I mean, he's gonna enjoy that. That will actually give him some kind of lifesteal coming up here. However, this is not done just yet. Chadawi wants to turn around. He decided he's not actually going for the Radiance. He went straight for Shadow Blade, turning around, going in onto Sniper, but the swap is there from the Vengeful Spirit. Now they want to actually turn around and go to Chadawi. They might actually be able to get a kill here as well. This is actually going very good for the start of Ventus, getting 2 kills in quick succession, even though they did manage to lose 2 as well. this point, a trade will be very good trade. Yeah. Looking at that fight recap, around 1,000 or 800-ish gold towards the side of Ventus, and that previous fight as well. Actually, look, that was probably around a 1 or 2, well, probably around 2 or 3k difference. Walt might be in a lot of trouble right now, but unfortunately, Negative Booster is all alone. He needs to get his Pit of Malice off at this point. Is he going to be able to get the Pit of Malice? There you go, Pit of Malice is off, and they do manage to get, well, that's 3 heroes down now. On the side of WRG, Ventus, this is exactly what I said they needed to do earlier. They needed to try and find a couple of kills on key targets, and this is exactly what they've been doing. 1,200 gold shift, probably around a 5k gold swing, just like in the past 3 minutes. Even though this won't show it just yet, but let's have a look here. Oh, there's the swap in onto Sniper. Very well played by the Vengeful Spirit. Unfortunately, it is going to cost him his life. Look at the amount of damage they actually put out. There's Dazzle, of course, with that Medallion of Courage, as well as the heal, and the Dazzle's ultimate, I think, was also dropped there. Yes, it was. I think they might want to go for more. There's a haste turret up here on this burst. They have to be very careful. The Roar's there onto the Underlord. Underlord might actually drop from this. Unfortunately, he went way too far up, and this is also going to be the death of 3 heroes down on the side of, in favor of WRG. But at this point, Ventus, they're playing the early respawn strat, so they'll be back up to full strength in roughly around 12 seconds average. Let's have a look. What is Ursa going to be doing here? He's still farming up. Don't see what items he's building up next. Actually TPing up towards the top lane. We're going to see him jumping in onto Clockwork. Might not be the best target, I think, to try and rotate and transfer it towards the middle lane. But here's the push into the middle lane, and of course, the Glyph of Fortification is available. Unfortunately, Ursa is scouted out right now. Will they actually decide to in on him? Do they catch anyone at this point? No, but the body blocks are there up onto the Lycan. Lycan will be dropping from this. He only needs a couple more hits. Unfortunately, it's not in. There you go. Ursa comes in. Will he be able to get Santo? He does. He turns around, gets the kill. Nice turn around going in onto WRG Newbie on Dazzle. They do manage to get another kill. And are we going to see any more heroes falling from this? There's a Sentry Ward up for Ursa. Whelp actually managed to get a kill up on Night Booster. Or Negative Booster, sorry. So a 2-for-1 trade-off. Favoring the side of Ventus heavily. They actually managed to scout out Whelp. And it seems like everyone's going to fall back right now. So very well played by Ventus to get a couple of kills up. To get a couple of target kills up and core kills. That's really what they needed. And looking at the net, even though it's still around 15,000, you can see that dip from around, let's say, the 14 mark down to the 12 mark. Going back up right now in favor of WRG, but I still think if Ventus can keep it here, they can slowly but surely try and bring this game back. Well, there's the first rush of the game. I'm quite surprised Ursa didn't go for a rush a little bit earlier on. And Wisp might be in a lot of trouble. Is Wisp gonna make it out alive? Yes, he does, but I do see more shenanigans happening here. Gonna be using his roar up on the Underlord, or is it gonna be up on the Sniper? He's just like, yeah, screw it, not the Underlord, going in onto the Sniper, and Castaway coming in with a double damage right now. He just clears the entirety of Negative Booster. Such a weird name on this Underlord, and Underlord is quite tanky. Oh, let's have a look here. Shadow Fiend might be in quite a bit of trouble. Do they actually manage to? Is there no any dust? Is there anything coming up here for them? Unfortunately not. He might be in a lot of trouble. He is left alone. He will be swapped out. Is it going to be enough? The Wolves turn around. Who are they going to turn and focus? It is going to be Fling Fling at this point. He gets slowed up. And I heard the hook shot coming up. Who was that? That was actually on Bushi. How did he die there? No idea. That's going to be Night Wraith as well. Guys, Ventus, boys, this is not where you should be fighting. You should be fighting together. This is going to be yet again another kill. I'm a little bit closer. Fling Fling, help your buddy out. Ooh, nicely dodged. There's a shrine for you three. You really want it. What happened there? Sorry, guys, I did what? I did not see that. Thought he died a lot earlier. How did he get here? What is he doing here? I wish I had a replay function. to actually see what was going on there. Well played there too. Negative Brewster getting 1,000 gold up in, well, running just under 1,000 gold up for killing Castaway. Of course, that does manage to help him out a little bit. He should have his mech pretty soon. I think that mech's going to be key to Ventus trying to sustain the fights, but they have to try and take the fights a little bit better than what they did here, where they split up in 3 to 4 different places and was extremely messy fight. Well, let's have a look and see what Whelp is going to be doing next. I'm quite surprised Whelp just didn't go for a full-on Aghanim Scepter, but he's actually gone for Armlet, trying to go for a fighting cheeky build here. And of course, keep in mind, with the Armlet, you do get a lot of extra HP when you do go in, as well as with the Blade Mail. You could return a lot of damage.
Boom, there it goes.
But let's see, are we going to see anything coming up from the side of Ventus? They're just busy farming up. There is, of course, the Blink Dagger up on Night Wraith. Do have vision here. This is just a sentry wall, so no extra vision on top of that. But I think they might have seen Whelp moving up. They do see the rest of the WRG side coming in. Are they going to turn around and actually go here onto Santo, onto Castaway? That's exactly it. Well, Shadowfiend manages to get a very good Requiem off. Now they're turning around the ultimate or the Roar's use onto the Ursa. However, Castaway does drop here from 3. Now Negative Booster is trying to do as much as possible, but he's still alive. I think you need to activate your buckler, buddy. Activate your buckler! Help your friends out! Activate your buckler! That is going to do that much, but 3 for 2 trade-off. Let's have a look at the fight recap quickly. Still heavily favoring the side of Ventus, just due to the fact that WG is leading by so much. And now the push is coming up here. Santo on his Lycan, they actually do use the Clipper Fortification, but the respawn timers are still pretty low. Let's have a look. Now they turn around going in onto Santo. Will they actually be able to kill him? There's the ultimate from the sniper coming through, but it's not going to be enough. That Armlet toggle is just making sure of that. Time use Shrapnel. Shrapnel, then he can't actually Armlet toggle while you're busy ulting. Because if he does do that, then he dies. Ursa coming in right now. He wants to go onto Santo. Does he actually scout him out? There's a observer ward here, buddy. You saw him. You have Blink. Why you no use Blink? But they're actually turning around. They're going straight in onto the Lycan. There you go. They might actually be able to kill the Lycan. Very good positioning from the side of Ventus in. Lycan not expecting Ventus to actually come in. The hook shot is there onto the backline. It is onto the Ventus square, but they're still turning around. They want to get the kill here on the Lycan, and there's going to be a single 1-for-1 trade-off. Can they actually get Whelp on top of this? There's, of course, the Blink is back up for the Ursa if you want to jump it, but I think they should still be okay. No, Ursa, unfortunately, his Blink Dagger is turned around. He does use his Blade Mail, and is he going down from this? He needs to rage up. There you go. He has raged out. They're going to probably just turn around and fight the Shadowfiend, and there you go. He's in. Goes in, Night Wraith on the killing spree, and kills away yet again. You know, Whelp might be in quite a bit of trouble right now. He, of course, does have his power cards if he needs to use it. Is there going to be a swap out? No swap. No range. They really want Whelp at this point, and I think Whelp's just gonna... Oh, Whelp can't TP out. Chris needs to get the Spirit out. No, he does not. He actually scouts out Whelp at this point, and they're busy chasing Whelp so hard and so fast. And that's gonna be the end of it. Well, guys, looking at the comeback at this point, 18,000 gold, roughly around 12,000, I think, in favor of WRG. Slowly but surely, Ventus bringing this back. WRG completely underestimating their opponents at this point. I think WRG needs to just get composed again, not run around and do crazy things like they have been doing. And Ventus is just doing what, I mean, they're literally doing whatever WRG allows them to do, and they're playing very well. However, Sniper still needs to get a bit of farm up on his head, on his end. He's only sitting with 7,000 net worth at this point, 7,600 up against Castaways, 12,500. That's nearly half the net worth up on Castaway. One thing that I have to say is Ursa playing, or Night Wraith playing up the Ursa. He's keeping up with farm of Chadawi, so that's quite not Chadawi Castaway. That's quite impressive, and he's actually overtaken the likes of Santo at this point up on the Lycan. So Ursa trying to do everything he can. He of course does have a BKB up. I think he wants to make sure that he has full buyback before he buys out the entire BKB. Let's have a look. Are they going to just decide turn around? Just jump Chidai, thump him. Are they going to do it? There's the rage, there's the blink. They're actually going in. The dust is actually going to be popped. And they're turning around. Unfortunately, they don't have anything to counter this Beastmaster TP. And Underlord was just a little bit too far off. Of course, Underlord does have his mechanism up right now. Let's have a look. What is the Underlord going to be building up to next? Oops, oh, sorry, I heard Nitro doing something, but it wasn't really anything important. And Underlord, he's busy TPing out, actually getting his entire team. And this is what you can do. You can push out the lanes and you can just come straight in. But normally you like do it behind or you do it over here with a full smoke up. So you can go straight into a fight, but pushing in, getting his wave to push out and then just TPing back. That's all worth it. Crimson Guard will be, I think, the next item up here for the Underlord. After, of course, his mech Buckler going into Crimson. Let's have a look at Mr. Sniper. The Sniper's got a Hurricane Pike up, so that's going to help him up a little bit. Putting up towards that, Yasha will probably go for Manta after that, and then into a Meltom, then a Mjolnir build. I think. Quite difficult to say from his side, but there you go. BKB is up. He does on the Ursa. Ursa does not have buyback, so he has to be very careful where he's moving. And he's actually moving towards the top side where Whelp is. Well, it's Whelp and Chadawi. And will they actually decide to jump Nitrate here? If they do, this might be very problematic. However, of course, there is a BKB, but the BKB does not really matter when there is a Savage Roar possibly coming in. Or a Primal Roar, sorry, possibly coming in that goes through BKB, and there you go, Nitrate scouting it out. Whelp might be in a bit of trouble. They did ping him out. And yes, there you go, Whelp's in a lot of trouble. He actually does hook, go straight in onto the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit, well, there's the mechanism up on the West Bar. That was so much healing. And, well, I think he's living up to his namesake. He probably just went there. Well,
Dire's bottom tower be under attack.
and this game pulling 26 minutes in, is pulling a little bit longer than even the WRG XD game that happened. I think it was last week. So Ventus, like I've said, they've actually shown here or there. They've shown a lot of potential, and let's have a look if they can do that now. Once again. Very cheeky from Santa, just running in there with his ultimate form, of course, as well as Necro 3, getting that last hit in. I'm quite surprised we haven't seen Necros. Oh, here comes the Necros, yeah. So going for Sanjay Yasha and a Shadow Blade, and then they decided, well, they were busy losing because they haven't actually gone for proper items, in my opinion. Right? GG, well played. GG, well played. Wrong chat rule. Nope, game's done, boys. But that's also why the Beastmaster, of course, is going in for his Necros now, building it towards Necro 3s. Icon's already got his Necros. Let's have a look and see. Staff coming up on the clockwork soon as well. Dazzle also going for that 4 staff, and that's basically the entire of WRG. Let's have a look at Underlord. What items is he going for? He really hasn't actually managed to find any farm since the last time I said he was, or is this a new blink? I think he had the blink previously. Vengeful Spirit, slowly but surely, working up towards a Helm of the Dominator. Wisp, of course, he has that Glimmer Cape. That's actually going to help them out significantly. Sniper has the Yasha up, going now for that full Mjolnir build. And Ursa, last but not least, working up towards that Diffusal Blade. Ursa at this point, only sitting around 1,500. Well, make it around just under 2,000 net worth behind the Shadow Fiend, but I think that is significant. However, here they turn around and just completely demolish the Wisp. Wisp just gets eaten alive here by Santo. The amount of damage that Santo can actually push out. I mean, have a look at this. This is getting around 400 damage at an extremely fast pace if he is Well, that's the amount of damage he's doing now. There's a hook shot I heard. Fortunately, it's not going to do anything up against the Ursa. The rocket barrage, or not rocket barrage, the battery assault is there. He really wants to go onto the Ursa. The Ursa does get swapped out as well as BKB used. Stun is coming out from the Vengeful Spirit. They're actually using the Shrine Ratchet to try and turn around and fight this one. Bob, is there going to be a ulti coming up from the sniper? Sniper's just a little bit too far off to actually get that, but there's a blink in straight in onto the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend might actually die from this. Will be able to get the kill on him. They do. Bushi does actually get that, and now it's going to be Nitro. He's turning around. He wants to get another kill. Who's he going to focus on? I think he has to focus on the Lycan. Lycan does not have his shapeshift, and that is going to be Aegis down. I think they'll probably just decide to turn around and go for this kill once again. Lycan still does not have shapeshift. Will he be able to actually turn around and do anything? He, of course, does get... He gets healed up a little bit. He's still going to drop from that. So very well played. There's another hookshot coming in though. The counter engage is there from WRG. Wants to go for a kill, but this might actually just be the entire side of WRG, nearly the entire side, dropping after a very, well, a big extended fight. And a big gold swing, over 3,000 gold swing in favor of Ventus. I know I'm focusing a lot on this Ursa because he really is playing quite well. Having a look at the kills at this point, Ursa sitting on 9-3 and 9, so playing extremely well compared to Ostway's 12-5 and 4, and Santos 4-3 and 10. I need to get more water soon. Well, let's have a look and see what WRG decides to do right now. I heard something being sold. Well, there's a bash up on the Ursa. Ursa deciding to actually build up that basher, going into that Abyssal Blade. Not going into Diffusal. I do like this a lot more. We'll be able to control up the Lycan as well as the Shadow Fiend, but the Lycan is the big one. Hopefully to get those bashes, to get that Abyssal Blade off. Even while he's shapeshifted, you will be able to pop him in time. Have a look here towards the bottom lane. Lycan is there. He of course does have his big dagger. Going for his shapeshift. Will he actually dive deep? He does manage to blink in. What items does he have? He does not have a basher at all. And he's trying to go head to head up against the Underlord. Will they be able to get the kill? No, they don't. Meanwhile though, it is actually Sniper that does fall. Whelp is in a lot of trouble as well. Chidawi trying to kill Fling Fling right now. He doesn't try to kill up onto Fling Fling. Castaway comes through with an Ethereal Blade, trying to turn around, doing quite a lot of damage now. The Beastmaster might be in a lot of trouble because Ursa's just deciding to attack this one. He's just attacked the creep. Now he goes in, he blinks forward, tries to go onto anyone he can, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. Ursa, does he have Blade Mail? He does not have the mana for that. He actually, there you go, Blade Mail popped. But unfortunately it's not in the targeting on the side of Ventus. It started off very good, but unfortunately they could just not finish this off. Wait, what's this guys? What's this? Illuminati confirmed. Wow. Such a back and forth game at this point. Even though WRG still has the lead by a significant margin, actually only now breaking that 20,000 lead mark when they've been hovering at that mark for around, well, over nearly 20 minutes to be exact. Slingshot in a lot of trouble. Azel, will he be able to get out of that one? Shockwave. Oh, not going to be enough. Oh, do you see more pings coming onto the Beastmaster? No, they don't start actually going. Just want to give a shout out to Muzzy. Shout outs, thanks for watching the streams as always, thanks for watching the games as always, bud. And shout out to my production manager, the awesome, the talented, the amazingly gorgeous Crimsoon as well. Special shout out from my side. He's just gonna shake his head when he hears that. But guys, sitting at 33 minutes into this game, of course, there is one lane of racks down. I probably should have mentioned that a little bit earlier. That is just the range racks is not really a big problem, but we did see the hook coming in straight onto the Underlord. Underlord's in a lot of trouble right now. Will he be able to get off the mech? He does not. Now they decide to turn around and go straight in onto the racks, and well, the racks is just going to completely melt. 9-second cooldown for the glyph, so they could not actually use this. And there you go. Now it's the counter engage up with Ursa trying to go onto the clockwork, using his BKB, but while being swapped out. Wait, what? I don't think that's actually what Splintling had in mind. Or Mr. IO, but yeah, still be able to get out of that one. However, WRG did manage to actually take the first lane of Rackshare off the side of Ventus. So Ventus will constantly be having creeps pushing in towards this top lane. I just want to point it out though, Ventus have been playing tremendously well up against the likes of WRG. And dragging this game on to 34 minutes, even while they've been since around the 10-minute mark over 10,000 gold. I think it was around the, what time period was this? There was like 16,000 gold deficit at around 12 or 13 minutes in. So they've been playing for 20 minutes roughly with a 14-15k deficit, and they still have not lost this game. So they're playing out of their minds to actually keep this in. However, the net worth is just slowly but surely creeping up in their favor. The top three right now sitting in favor of WRG. And then after that, I actually do see Sniper has caught up quite a bit, but we do see an engagement onto the Vengeful Spirit. The Blink Dagger is there from Castwick. Castwick managing to actually get that kill. The rest of Ventus, they're busy wrapping around. They do actually manage to get a counter kill up onto the Beastmaster, so it's a 1-for-1. However, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. The 4 staff is there going straight in onto the Sniper. Sniper, is he going for 2 Maelstroms? Okay. New build up with Sniper, everyone. 2 Maelstroms before you finish Mjolnir. I actually have seen that before, but I'm not sure if it was a misbuy or not. Well, let's have a look and see how fast does Sniper hit, but they do decide to actually turn around and go on the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend does use the Steel Blade up on himself. He's turning around. Will he actually be able to get the... Yes, oh, will he be able to... Oh, he does not get out of that one alive. They do manage to pick off Castaway towards the backside, but this is actually 1 lane of racks down, 2 lane of racks down, Megas are up. And they're still trying to defend this. Ventus going in onto Clockwork. Now Clockwork does have his Blade Maul up. Will they be able to actually get this kill? Nitro decides yes. 3 actually manages to get that pick up. Now they decide to turn around and go onto Dazzle. Dazzle does have his Ghost Step to try and deal up against the Ursa, but it's not going to be enough. You see a buyback up on Mr. Clockwork himself. Well, coming in, well, might be in a lot of trouble. This might actually be a dieback, but he decides to go and get a kill onto the Vengeful Spirit. Everyone else is busy running around towards the backside. They don't actually manage to get the kill here onto Santo. Santo's still alive, and Whelp's coming in to try and help out Santo. Now Nitrate turns around. He wants to go onto Whelp, but he gets hog blocked there. I have to say that very nicely because it might be interpreted completely incorrectly. Ursa will actually have enough to go for an Abyssal Blade if he does. However, their Ancients are busy dying. The Ancient is dead. Actually do use the Glyph of Fortification. Nitrate just wants to get another kill at this point, and yeah, they're just fighting it out, trying to get the kill. GG, well played. 41 to 28 in favor of WRG, but Ventus gave them one hell of a show. Guys, stay tuned for game number 2. I need to go and quickly grab a couple of, let's call it water at this point, so that it can just, my throat can take a little bit of a break. We'll be back with game 2 shortly between White Rabbit Gaming and Ventus. Oh, those of you that don't know, I'm Reddit. This is of course the Telkom Dota 2 Masters, and of course the Telkom Masters over 1 million, I think 1.5 million rand in prize money through the period of the year, as well as give a special shout out and a like to @Sargon Dota for all of the amazing stats. Check you guys in game 2. Bye.
changes.
Life.
And welcome back to game number 2, everyone. It is, of course, White Rabbit Gaming versus Ventus. White Rabbit Gaming beating Ventus, but Ventus giving a very good show. Keeping the net worth under 20k, between the 13 to 14 to 20k for around 20 minutes of the game. Keeping it there, taking the fight to WRG and actually starting to come back. However, WRG just decided to change up on their item builds, decided to get the push going like they were supposed to in the beginning, and eventually WRG ended up taking the W. Let's have a quick look at the picks and bans so far. Winter Wyvern and Keeper of the Light being banned out by White Rabbit, followed up by Underlord and Lifestealer being banned out by this. They're just quite interesting bans that, of course, leaves the Slaughter in, it leaves the Lone Druid in as well. WRG, are we going to see a Slaughter being picked up? The most picked and banned hero at this point, with one of the highest win rates, with sitting on 59%. No, it's going to be a Drow Ranger being picked up by WRG itself. And is this actually going to be a game that we might see a couple of heroes that have not been picked just yet? Keep in mind the Pudge, of course. The Pudge has got a 61% win rate. So Ventus, if that win rate drops, if Pudge is not the highest win rate hero in the top 20 most picked banned heroes to this game, it is all on you. So I believe. Let's have a look quickly. The Telkom DGL Masters unpicked hero list. Now, this is something that we might actually see being picked up today by any one of these two teams. Bounty Hunter, Wraith King, Bane, Broodmother, Earthshaker, Gyrocopter, Lina, Nightstalker, Pugna, Shadow Shaman, Troll Warlord, Venomonster, Tiny Spectre, Ricky, Nagos Siren, Mirana, Jakiro, Enchantress, Chaos Knight, Bloodseeker, Ancient Apparition, Bristleback, and Arc Warden. Guys, that's a lot of heroes that have not been picked up. So let's see if we do actually manage to get one or two of those. I'm very surprised White Rabbit Gaming didn't just go for a Lone Druid Drow. You know, the range strat. It really does work. Crystal Maiden being picked up by by Ventus at this point, and Sniper and Slaughter are being banned out by WRG, with Beastmaster, Lone Druid being taken out by Ventus. Vengeful Spirit is picked up by WRG at this point. Going for the aura strat here with the Drow. The Chen will, of course, have more auras to actually bring to the party. And it's back to Venge. Venge. Just because they picked the Venge. Back to Ventus. Did I say Venge before the Vengeful Spirit was picked up? That's so weird. Hacks confirmed, guys. Hacks confirmed. Let's have a look what Ventus decides to pick up next. They do have quite a lot of quick bursts with the Sand King, the Crystal Maiden, Lockdown, the Pudge as well. A lot of roaming potential between all three of those. But let's see what kind of heroes do they decide to actually try and combo with this. It's going to be a Legion Commander to actually go with more single target lockdown between the CM and the Legion, the Pudge Hook, the Sand King, Burrow Strike coming through. Ventus Gaming, have a look. Lina is not even on their most picked or banned heroes. Luna is actually their most picked and banned hero on the side of Ventus, and Weaver on WRG is picked once, banned 7 times. 80% pick or ban rate, with that one pick up on the Weaver. Of course, WRG won. Ember Spirit sitting with 50% pick ban rate up on WRG. Of course, that is going to change quite a bit now, because they're not deciding to pick or ban the Ember. Ember Spirit is also Ventus Gaming's second most picked or banned hero. So maybe we see an Ember Spirit, or maybe not. Is this going to be a support Pudge or a mid Pudge? Is this going to be a carry Legion Commander or a mid Legion Commander? So much that can happen. Weaver's actually banned out now in the WRG Ventus game, as well as the Ursa. That Ursa played extremely well. I have to give it to Nightwraith. He played outstanding in the game number 1. Deathstrike was picked up for White Rabbit Gaming. More range, more, well, there's no aura, but the Diabolic Edict is sort of like a damage aura that's constantly around you, as well as the Pulse Nova. Not really, but really.
Reserve time.
I don't know if you guys could hear me while I was... So, guys on stream were saying fake stats because Sargon is in game right now. Guys, Sargon gave me brilliant stats. I've got them open on my iPad. So, you know, some people do the preparation before the time. He doesn't even have to be in game. He's given me everything I need on a couple of Excel sheets and pages. There's lots of these stats, and big shout out once again to @Sargon Dota for all of these stats. It really is special.
5 seconds remain. Reserve time.
Mr. Bob Yule saying, so glad I tuned in. Just going through a bunch of the random stats here because it's actually a good time to bring it up. Because in, you know, games like these is where you do see the unorthodox. That is because WRG, they are sitting top of the log, up against Ventus, bottom of the log. But WRG might decide to actually pull out something and, you know, play around a little bit. And Ventus might decide to go for a pocket strat where you might see some of the unpicked heroes, where you might see some of the unorthodox heroes coming in. And, you know, like I brought up earlier, that 61% win rate on Pudge, and Pudge is 18th in the most picked or banned, you know, hero list at this point. Even though it's only been picked or banned 40% of the time with a 61% win rate, that is really not bad. Let's have a look. What's Ventus going to do to try and complete this lineup of theirs to actually, you know, help decide where all of these heroes are going to go? Is this actually going to be back to the old school mid Pudge instead of a roaming Pudge? Or is this going to be dual lanes with the Pudge and the Sand King possibly, or Pudge? There's the Timbersaw. Yeah, this might still go all over the place, but I do think this is going to be a full-on carry Legion Commander with Sand King and Crystal Maiden roaming around, Pudge in the middle lane, Timbersaw in the off-lane role. See what they decide to do right now, guys. This is, of course, Game 2 between White Rabbit Gaming and Ventus. Game is about to go live. And there you go. Game is up right now. It is going to be fling up here on the Crystal Maiden, 3 on the Pudge. So there's going to be a support Pudge, carry, well, a solo Timbersaw up on Nitrate. Sorry about that one. Negative Booster is playing the Sand King. And mid, it is going to be Chi-Chi. Well played. Changed his name, of course. Up on the Legion Commander. Meanwhile, it's going to be, top lane is going to be handled by Whelp, changing up the roles a little bit. Castaway is playing the Leshrac. Santo up on the Chen. Chidawi on the Enigma. And last but not least, Schlinks Baby on the Vengeful Spirit. Guys, let's have a look and see. This is probably going to be a dual lane, or is Fling just coming down to ward bot?
30 seconds to battle.
Team drawing a line top. Oh crap, guys. Illuminati confirmed. There you go. And this time, no sneaky shenanigans coming up here from the side of WRG. No Santo roaming around. No, everyone just trying to get the bounty runs. That was just so bad in game number 1. Very well played, though.
To the impurities.
I'll take that.
And was this actually WRG hoping to bait in? This was actually them, I think, hoping to bait that the side of Ventus would go in for a Ruin Steal, but they did not, and get straight into the game right now. Here towards the middle lane, of course, it is going to be Legion Commander up on the Lesh. Lesh has gone for a Split Earth level 1. Going to be quite interesting to see. Are we going to see a old school light, the old school Lightning Storm, or the very old school Diabolic Edict? He has to be careful, taking around a third of his damage, living up to his namesake with that 3. And bottom lane, will they actually go and turn around onto the Enigma? Enigma, of course, is using his Eidolons, turning around, going in onto Crystal Maiden, doing quite a bit of damage. Good deny coming out from Chidawi onto his own Eidolons, lesser Eidolons in fact. And Santo just busy farming up in the jungle, so no early first bloods. Not too much rotations. Pudge still sitting on level 1, so he only has rots. No hook, but I don't think he's actually showed that off yet. So the likes of Enigma, he has to move back. He has to fall back quite far. And Pudge, he's going to try and steal some creeps here. Oh, no. Test of Faith or Penitence. Sorry, Test. Wow. Penitence coming up onto the Pudge, just trying to force him out a little bit. A lot of rotations everywhere, but at this point, 8-0. Once again, Night Wraith leading the last hit charts here. Followed up by Whelp up on the Drow Ranger, and they might actually decide to go into the Sand King. Sand King does use the Sandstorm, only level 2. So 1 level up in Sandstorm, 1 level up in Caustic Finale, and this Caustic Finale he might try and harass out, but the problem is it's up against 2 Rangers. They can't really do it. Now they want to turn, now they actually want to go into Chitauri. Will they be able to do anything? Unfortunately not. So only a level 1 Pudge. This Pudge has to get that level 2 up. So he does have a hook, but they're trying to, once again, go on Chitauri, but Chitauri's got Boots of Speed up. They can't catch him. Split Earth being messed up by Castaway, uncharacteristic mistake, going for a Diabolic Edict level. Going for the old school, but still the new school build with the Edict coming up instead of the constant harass up on the Lightning Storm itself. I think that mostly comes down to the talent tree, that level 25 talent tree. 2-second lightning slow duration or 50 Diabolic Edict explosion, and that Diabolic Edict is just, my opinion, just way too strong. But here you go, Pudge actually does manage to get a hook in, but it's onto the creep right now. That's going to be First Blood. Castaway getting that First Blood with, of course, the level 2 Diabolic Edict up. And he's just going to be farming out and pushing out this lane as much as possible. And yeah, 3 minutes in, First Blood. Night Wraith taking quite a bit of harassment coming up here. So many Eidolons, but they are going to expire soon. So Chitauri decides to back out just a little bit towards the top lane. They actually want to go in onto the Sand King. Sand King, is there a silence? No level up in Gust. Quite interesting, in fact. They don't need it, but to go for a couple of quick kills, a Gust up onto the Sand King followed up by a stun is quite ridiculous. But, or you just need a Sentry Ward. But he's trying to turn around. Will he actually be able to get that extra kill up? No, he won't. Drow Ranger, the Caustic Finale procs will be there, but it's not going to be enough. Actually, very close. I think if he... Sandstorm was on cooldown. Only level 3. If that was a level 4 with just that extra 100 damage up on the Bar Strike, that would have been the end of the Drow Ranger. Let's have a look here. Pudge is going to go in for a sneaky hook. Unfortunately, knowing that and just running this way instead of just running straight out. Now he turns around, goes on to a single hit onto the Pudge. Crystal Maiden might be in a lot of trouble. Santo wrapping around here with quite a bit of creeps. He's going to go in, get the 1 stun. Ooh, only first going for the net. Now going for the stun. Of course, the Penitence is there as well. And Crystal Maiden will fall. Solo rotation up from Chen. Chen, of course, moving in towards a Helm of the Dominator rush build. Have a look, here's this. Are they going to rotate through and try and go for a gank up on the Legion Commander? Legion Commander does have a Quelling Blade and a TP scroll in stash, quite interesting. But there's the net up on the LC. The stun is there to follow up with. The next stun is there, the Split Earth from the Leshrac. TPs, was that actually a TP coming in from the Crystal Maiden? Not quite sure about that. Crystal Maiden did come through to the middle lane and get stunned up. Once again, another Split Earth. That's 3 levels up in Split Earth, actually. Prioritizing Split Earth above Edict or anything else. Santo, or Schlinks is actually did manage to get a kill. Oh, they're so close. They actually ran together. To be honest, if this was a pub and I was Whelp, I would have ran straight into Vengeful Spirit and tried to kill him. That's like killing my own teammates, I know, but still be fun. 0-6 at this point in favor of WRG. WRG leading it with net worth. Let's have a look. The top 2 in favor of WRG, but not that far behind is the Timbersaw, sitting on 2,400 versus nearly 2,900 and 2,760 respectively. Only a couple hundred behind the likes of WRG, but then it is, of course, going to be the Legion Commander sitting on 2,000, so nearly 1,000 behind his counterpart in mid. And then it's the rest of the WRG team before negative boost up on the Sand King. So WRG at this point leading the game convincingly. I mean, if you have a look at the net worth graph itself at 6 minutes in, sitting around 4,000 net worth in favor of WRG with 6 kills advantage. I know it looks like a lot, but honestly, I just think WRG is moving in slowly but surely, and they're not taking any chances at this point. They're actually just farming it out, going for the big kills that they can try and find. And this might actually be Chadawi dying. Will he be able to drop from this? Unfortunately not. Timbersaw with no levels up in Timber Chain, so he could not quickly get to that tree past his ulti as soon as it came back off. So WG escapes a bullet there. Pudge does have 2 levels up in his hook, but there's the first level of Gus. Now the turnaround going in onto the Pudge. 1 more hit needed. Now they want to actually go for the Sand King. Do they have any sentries, dust, anything? No. Negative booster probably thought they had. Now he decides to go for a very short stun range. And will he out from this? No. Support TP's coming in. Vengeful Spirit is in a lot of trouble right now, trying to go in onto the Venge, but here comes Castaway. Does manage to get 4 levels up in the Split Earth. The stun is there onto him as well, but Negative Booster might actually fall from this. There's no Lightning Storm, but Lightning Storm is not needed. Diabolic Edict actually does get the kill. Santo also managed to get a kill on the bottom lane. Once again, another rotation coming in from Santo, and he is sitting on 3-0-1. Castaway 3-0-1. Whelp 3-0-3, taking part in 6 of the kills. And Schlings 1-0-4. Push is starting to get underway here for the side of WRG. Top lane has fallen. We might see them start pushing towards this bottom lane with Chadawi up here. Just keep in mind though, the Drow Aura, whenever she actually uses it and activates it. Oh, Castaway getting another kill, and I do hear this might be the first win. No, it's not. It's actually going to be, that was about to be first kill on the Venge, but Whelp just standing here constantly attacking into him. Well played. 0-13 at this point for the side of WRG. Showing a completely different game and just dominating this one at this point. At 8 minutes in, nearly 10,000 gold lead. It's roughly around the same, but this time they actually look a lot better than what they did during game number 1, because they're actually playing according to the strengths of their heroes.
Radiant's middle tower be under attack.
Now look, Drow Neely does have her, not her Hurricane Pike. Sorry about that. Oh, my brain is going to mush already. Click, click, click. There you go. The Dragon Lance. Drow Neely has the Dragon Lance up. Dragon Lance, in my opinion, one of the best stats items you can get in Dota. Not just for Ranger, but for some Lee here as well. I mean, you do see the likes of people building Dragon Lances up on Meepo because they're so cheap and cost-effective stats items.
Haste.
But we're going to see an engagement up onto Timbersaw. Once again, Penitent is being used. Are we going to see anything? There is the Sand King coming in as well, using his Sandstorm, but he is not level 6, so he can't actually go in with an Epicenter. No one has died just yet. And Castaway does call for the retreat. Santos there as well. Of course, he's slowed up quite a bit. No heroes died from the side of WRG, but also no heroes dropping on the side of Ventus. And pretty sure they'll be very happy with that. However, there is a shrine that will get popped here. I'm quite sure that they'll probably try and engage again after this. But moving in towards the middle lane, this might be the first kill here up on Enigma. Is there going to be a stun? There's the stun. And is it going to be an ulti? There's the Commander ultimate coming to use. This is going to be their first kill and their first win. No win, but it is going to be the first kill. Negative Booster getting that one, so no dual victory win coming in favor of the Legion Commander. But I'm pretty sure they will take that win. Or that kill at least. Third tower, or third tier 1 tower, about to fall for the side of it. And let's have a look. Crystal Maiden's being pinged out. Will they actually be able to jump her? There's going to be Castaway trying to go. There's the slow, and then the Split Earth comes through. But very good hook coming from the Purge. Unfortunately, is not going to be enough. The range on the Drow, like literally followed her all the way through. And the unstoppable push with all of the creeps Elmo the Donator, Test of Faith, and they're just going to be pushing this out. Probably moving it towards Rosh, getting it the next tier 2, moving it towards Rosh, getting that. Getting then the last tier 2 top, and then going for high ground. If I was Night Wraith, I would have moved straight in here and like hidden in Rosh. Because I know, of course, they're going to go for Rosh, but Ash also thinking the same thing, backing out then. Going to push towards the tier 2 mid. Actually activating that precision aura. With a precision aura, of course, extra damage being given to the creeps or the Eidolons while they were up. Oh. Your invis is gonna run out pretty soon. But with this, you'll actually be able to scout the movement into Rosh. Running away, will he be able to clear up some of the creeps that are there? No creeps, Jen, no creeps. And calling back, Dire actually killed the Ancient, so no Ancient steals or Ancient kill steals coming up. Timbersaw might be in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to activate the shrine. He does so that he can't get out. I do hear Pudge's hook coming in, but unfortunately Castaway just does so much damage. He's turning around, he manages to get a double kill. At this point, looking at the items, he will have his Bloodstone up pretty soon. But he decides to turn around and narrowly missing the stun onto the Legion Commander. They do get the kill up onto Night Wraith. And they decide they're going to start pushing towards the middle lane. So many items in the courier.
Radiant's middle tower be under attack.
And Soul Booster drops, Soul Ring activated, Soul Booster picked up again straight away. And the big, well, is this actually going to be a big CM ulti coming in? Be able to get the kill onto the Drow Ragent, so close. Crystal Maiden, here you go, Crystal Nova, just cast the Crystal Nova, it's not going to be enough. It's only it's only 2 levels up. Everyone is on such low HP. I think the Legion Commander, dude, just run in and freaking duel the Drow. They're probably going to die before you get to the Drow. Oh, there you go. Aegis is popped, and now the unstoppable push comes in. Who is so brave that they're going to TP in straight in towards all of the heroes. Timbersaw got melted there. Sand King got melted. Sand King does have level 6 up, but no epicenter. Buddy, pick up and just buy yourself a Tome of Knowledge. Get that epicenter up. You guys have to try and defend. And Sand King does get hooked back at least. Crystal Maiden just, I mean, yeah, this is GG.
There are some things you weren't meant to see.
With that buyback as well, and then it's still only 20-second cooldown up on the Sand King. He at least has his epicenter up right now, so side of WRG will actually fall back from this. They will get the shrine, but we do see a TP coming in here. Will there actually be... Oh, he gets scouted out. He gets scouted out. Night Wraith, so unfortunate. And Vengeful Spirit, is Venge going to be able to get a kill? Venge actually does get a kill, but the counter kill is there. The second kill is up for the Pudge, and Pudge getting a decent amount of money, but here comes Castaway. He gets a double crush coming through, as well as his Pulse Nova and a Lightning Storm level 1. He manages to get a kill. Is he just going to turn around and YOLO this in? 30 charges up on his Bloodstone right now. Castaway sitting at level 12. So damn tanky. The more kills, of course, he gets, the higher charges the Bloodstone gets, the more tanky he becomes. And to be honest, a Arcane Ruin on a Leshrac is just ridiculous. Well, let's have a look. Are they going to turn around? Going in onto Legion Commander is not really going to help out. Legion Commander gets blown up once again. Castaway just dominating the game. I mean, sitting on 9-0 and 5. I saw someone asking for Bob Yules' KDA. See if I have it. I doubt it, to be honest. Oh, there's a hook coming in onto Enigma. Enigma, they're trying to do as much as possible to try and kill him. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Here comes Castaway. Going well. Everyone is trying to kill Castaway at this point, but Castaway will actually get a double kill. He gets a double kill and he gets hooked out. He will get a triple kill. well, basically a triple kill. Unfortunately, I think Chadawi managed to get a couple of those kills. But still, standing in and then he gets hooked out. That probably saved him and getting him that extra kill. Just ridiculous play coming through there. Oh, I have to probably move the mouse when I'm trying to find extra stats. But in most cases, when you do have these kinds of stats, you're supposed to have a co-caster that you can actually talk to them about them, explain why they're good, why they're bad, why someone's stats might be a lot higher than someone else. You know, there's a lot of things that you can actually discuss. Lol, Pudge. And at this point, I'm just talking about the little funny stats like Pudge having the highest win rate of the top 20 most picked band heroes. You know, stuff like that is just quite fun to actually watch and actually read. See, are we going to get any fountain hooks coming through? These aren't, of course, Dendi Chen fountain hooks, but there's still hooks, but there you go. Lesh actually comes through with the Ghost After 18 charges and still trying to revive. He actually goes through, but there you go. Now getting a big black hole. No buyback. I wasn't a buyback on the Lesh. Lesh, of course, respawning nearly instantaneously. Now they want to turn around, going on to the Draw Ranger. Will this actually be the first duel victory? Oh, it will not. GG, well played. 17 minutes in, WG beating Ventus in a convincing manner in game number 2. Game number 1 was a completely different game, but WG stuck to the guns, played their heroes, and played the style that they are known for, which is playing damn well. Congratulations to WG for still staying undefeated in this year's Telkom Masters event. Of course, I'm Reddit. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you guys are watching on stream, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll check you guys. I think my next cast is on Sunday night. Check you guys then, and peace.
I've seen you. I've patrolled these empty thoughts before, but I'm fixed now on the cure.